coming from a non-disclosed location near Nashville, Tennessee, we bring the Hump Day Hombres. With your host will be Wally Parks. Hey, hombres. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Today's episode in Hump Day Hombres is bringing a little bit different show today. So, back when I started this project for Hump Day Hombre, I started sharing info about things, bringing information about what is important to me. So, we'll start today with the journey that started out and where we are today. So, first, there may be another episode of this too. I'm not sure how long this is going to take to cover this today, but I did want to kind of go over it. And so if we have some extra time, we may add some extra pieces to it. Anyway, so let's start off. The project started basically because I was in the hospital. I had surgery about, May 29th. I was there for about 4.5 days. And during the middle of the night, while everything was going on around in my brain, I started thinking about doing something that might bring some helpful together for not just for others, but also for myself, for my own growth. And so where this started with is back when I noticed that I was having some difficulty with remembering how to speak some words. And it's a common problem that many people encounter called aphasia, where basically it's not that we forget words per se or what they look like or sometimes even how they sound, but how to say them. And I started noticing that I was having some problems with that. I'd say that started back in January into February, noticing a little bit of it here and there. As March approached, I was also into my career working as a therapist in children's mental health, and so I thought, well, maybe what's going on is really something more. But I was so busy at the time, it was hard for me to focus and determine whether I was really having a problem or not. On April 1st, which was my first day from work, April 1st, I noticed almost right away that there was a difference in how I was processing things and thinking about and being able to say them. So I contacted my doctor. I'd already had a scheduled appointment going, and we sat down and we talked about this. Well, the possible solutions to that could just be stress due to work related, blah, blah, all those things, or it could be other. So after talking with her, she did notice that there was a difference in how I was remembering to speak certain words. And so she offered to have me be seen. And so we scheduled some appointments and some some tests to do. One of them being an MRI, another one a cardiac, I forget how they call it. Anyway, this problem to see if there's enough oxygen getting through there, things like just could be any number of possible things. Could be a stroke, plaque building, that kind of thing. So we got those scheduled out about 3 weeks out. So on, let's see, that was April 13th, I had an MRI and the plaque building choroid artery testing done. And right away that afternoon, they called my doctor and they said, there's something going on, you need to have it checked. So I came in the next morning on the 14th, met with my doctor, and she said, you have a large growth on your left side of your brain growing. And so she said that we would take a look at that, have it tested again, and added a what they call a contrast to that to see if we could bring it out. So that afternoon I was in and had a second test done. By the next day I was starting to get a little bit freaked out mentally, of course, you know, and so on the next day I woke up and I was having some problems really processing about it. And so we contacted the doctor and she said, well, go to the emergency room and let's have it tested. So they even did a third MRI the next day. I'll be sharing that with you in a minute. But anyway, it was helpful to go in, talk with some people. They were going to see if I needed some immediate support, surgery, that kind of thing. Thankfully, it turned out it didn't need to be that quick, but we did get started on it. So now when we had this third test done at the hospital, they pointed out that the MRI appeared to be kind of staying about the same size as it had a few days before, and but they did want to get me in to see a neurological psychiatrist or physician for that. And so we got that scheduled out, and I was scheduled to see them in about 2 weeks. I got this big old moth that wants to fly in here. And so anyway, we did that, and I'm going to show you here in just a moment a little video of what the MRI looked like at the emergency room. I'll pull it up here now. Here it starts. And goes away there. Okay. So can you tell how? In this slower section, you will see it go at a slower pace. The brain starts to show layers. You can see my eyes popping through. Kind of weird. And over on the right side of the screen, you'll start to see the development of the tumor as it darkens into a round circle-ish area and then begins to shrink away again. In this temporal parietal junction section of the brain, you can see what really got affected by in terms of the areas that I was having problems with. So as you can see in the video, there's a section of the brain called the temporoparietal conjunction. And the temporoparietal junction includes difficulty in understanding language, writing, and in my case, some perception challenges were occurring as well with reading perception. As this was discussed immediately with the neurosurgeon, was what are considered 4 types of tumor development. The first is one which is typically born in the brain and stays there. The second tumor tends to be more common. These are cancers related, start somewhere else in your body and travel to the brain. Lung, breast, kidney, colon, skin cancers are among the most common cancers that spread to your brain. Third is what's called a benign brain tumor. They don't have cancer cells. They grow slowly. They can often be removed and rarely spread to the brain tissue around them. They can cause problems if they press on certain areas of the brain. Depending on the part of the brain that they're in, they can be life-threatening. The fourth one is a malignant brain tumor that can have cancer cells. Some grow quickly and others slowly. They can invade healthy brain tissues nearby. Malignant tumors rarely spread beyond your brain or your spinal cord. So, as it was later suspected and confirmed by our biopsy result, was that mine was confirmed of the higher grade glioblastoma and can be considered aggressive. This took a little while to get that determined after we removed the brain tumor itself and had it biopsied. Now, good news is that the surgery remove was reportedly most successful, and base level MRI this past week is showing that there's good results of no continued growth. There are some areas there that are related to the growth of that tumor, but it's not caused by the tumor. So that's kind of where it ended up by the end of last week. Now we are beginning into a phase of treatment therapy that will be needed, and this will be including radiation and chemotherapy, and it's designed to stop any future growth of tumor. The initial treatment will be going on for about 6 weeks. So at that point, we're going to start a first round of radiation and the chemotherapy tomorrow morning. Actually, it's day 1 on January 2nd, and we'll be getting that started, and that'll continue for the next 6 weeks. So I thought it was appropriate to do this today because this is July 2nd, the Hump Day. And so I thought, well, let's do the Hump Day thing today. So a couple other things about it. I did talk with my doctor last week about, what were possible things that might have helped us to grow or develop. And, in talking with him, one of my doctors, he said, we don't know really what caused it to start. We don't know when it started. He said it's even possible it could have started a year ago or even longer. Typically what happens is the the tumor will start, and it might go slowly, and then over time it grows really fast, or it grows bigger and then begins to create pressure into the brain. And you'll see in the other diagram that I did kind of that area of my brain here where that pressure was beginning to press in and start to cause my 2 major symptoms. Number 1 being the loss of being able to say words adequately, and secondly, the part about my vision piece. Those seem to be the 2 dominant areas here. So that pressure began to develop and make it to the point where it became noticeable. Let's see. Oh, I also wanted to share with you all today a little bit of information about this. So also this month in July, particularly on July 16th, is Glioblastoma Awareness Day, as well as this is Glioblastoma Awareness Month. And so this is a relatively new type of awareness program going on. This year and this month will start 7 years since they've been recognizing it. There's some information I'll be sending with you at the end of this that'll give you some other locations you can look at online if you so choose. But anyway, I just wanted to share with y'all kind of what's been going on, and thanks for staying and watching. And I think I may even have enough time to do a little bit more of the show, going into another realm or area, and so we'll add that on today. But anyway, thank you for listening and for understanding, and I'll keep people aware of what's going on. Thank you. Have a good day. Hey, all you Hee Haw Hombres, we have a special gift for you tonight. We're going to bring for Hump Day Hombres this early episode of Hee Haw Fireworks out of Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Stay tuned and watch.
The destination is on your right. Hee Haw Fireworks. Arrived.
Hee Haw Fireworks. Hee Haw has been established since 1983 here in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Y'all come now. With candles, fingers, warm shells, bottle rocks, sparklers, smoke on. Light fire, and all. At Hee Haw, we stand for fireworks, old interests, values, and Jesus. Not necessarily in that order. sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You gotta turn around, bro.
Yeah, this is on a Sunday afternoon, just about 12 before this is the end of April. Oh, I'm sorry, of June. 4th of July is still on Friday. There'll be a lot more selling going on. Sorry. Yeah.
They're what? Okay. Those are open. Cherry bomb. There's some sparklers. There's neon sparklers, dude. Black cat neon sparklers. Yeah.
6 pieces.
Yeah, there's only one of them.
Hey, y'all come back now. Come on back to Hee Haw Fireworks in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Well, we hope you enjoyed that episode. So, another thing I'd like to bring on this evening, I have been working on my hair. I may be losing some of it, but anyway, I thought I'd take a couple of pictures earlier and throw them up there just so you can see how my new cut's doing. And I'm going to close the episode out this evening with just a little something that I did a day or two ago, where I thought I would just play this little clip that I had sat around and played at home on a instrument. And you know, what's cool about it is that despite all that's going on with this left side of my brain, my right side of the brain, the creative side, seems to be functioning pretty well. And so I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful to all of you listening, and I hope you all have a great evening. And we'll close out with that show.